Thank you. Good morning. The core of the presentation is going to be on the control of work, but before we do that, I'd like to quickly just a couple of slides on how we learn and share within Petrofac and how we get involved in the wider industry with regards to learning and sharing. Within Petrofac, we've got various meetings, presentations, information packs that we give to our offshore workforce. I'm just going to explain a couple of them. One of our main focus meetings is our Asset Integrity Review Board. The objective of this review board is for each of our participating assets, that's UK and international, to review their asset performance against a set of defined KPIs. We record actions, deadlines and status reporting that's reviewed every month. And we share best practice across the industry, across Petrofac, should I say, and across the industry where we can. This is a key meeting. It's chaired by one of our directors. All of our asset managers attend it. You can see on the slide there that we're moving towards a barrier-based model to actually record our KPIs. That's work in progress, and it's going to be implemented later this month. Another key tool that we use is our consequences campaigns. This is a quarterly campaign that focuses on a different element of integrity or health and safety. We use real-life incidents that have actually happened within Petrofac or within the industry, and each consequence campaign contains a presentation, posters, information packs that are rolled out across our organisation, onshore and offshore. Learning and sharing within the industry, we are involved in providing information to SAIDI. I think, as Jeff mentioned earlier on, an underused tool. I had a look at it this morning, and just spending 15 minutes looking at the first 10 incidents recorded in SAIDI, you can see common themes of poor communication, people not following process. So there's a really useful tool there that we can use as an industry to gather information and share lessons learned. We're also involved in various client forums that are all extremely successful. Some examples there, we have a quarterly safety, health and environment meeting with Total, where all of our main contractors contribute. We have a similar forum with BP, and we have a similar one with Marathon, where they have a Contractor Safety Alliance, and the contracting companies actually put together their annual integrity and safety plans. The core of the presentation is to look at our Control of Work initiative. And to give some background, just wanted to look at why did we do it and how did we approach it. We had a number of high potential incidents and near misses in various assets in Petrofac over a couple of years. And when we investigated, there was a common failure, and it was non-compliance to the permit to work system. Detailed examination, there were various contributing factors. Individual roles and responsibilities were not being followed or understood. Our heart card, which was the toolbox talk tool that we were using at the time, was inconsistent in its application. The hazard identification at the commencement of work was substandard at times. The actual toolbox talks themselves were inconsistent. They were of various quality across our various assets. The existing training courses and permit to work refreshers were focused more on using the tools as opposed to how they should be implemented. And we had examples where equipment wasn't being properly verified as isolated prior to handover. And there were lots of other underlying causes. So we decided that we needed to do something different. We needed to look at control of work as opposed to just permits. So we looked at an end-to-end fix. We looked at task planning, authorization, making sure people knew where they were responsible, pre-task preparation, execution, completion, reinstatement, and closeout. And from that, we have developed our control of work process. We've developed a new toolbox talk form that is much more intuitive for the guys to use. It's a 2-page sheet, gives a lot of hints and advice to the guys when they're doing their toolbox talks. We've developed a hazard spotting aid, a small A5 booklet that can go in the guys' pockets that give them lots of hints on hazards they should be looking for before carrying out a particular job. We've amended our isolation procedure, so it now includes equipment handover and a check sheet. We've developed the control of work CBT in conjunction with Mintra, and as Les has mentioned, that's open to the industry. I'm sure Peter Connor from Mintra would be quite happy to talk to anybody that's interested in using the tool. And again, our isolation procedure, we looked at how we can improve the reinstatement check sheets. We developed this in conjunction with a wide range of people within Petrofac, both onshore and offshore. It was developed over a period of 6 months. We are now in the process of implementing it across all of our organisation in Petrofac. And the benefits are there across the industry for people to use. So what did we learn from this? We needed to be aware of incidents and potential key themes. It probably took us maybe 18 months to 2 years to get the common themes out and decided we need to do something different. While we're really looking at the processes surrounding the issues, we started to think out the box and do something different. We were all doing permit to work training and permit to work refreshers, but this wasn't about purely permit to work, it was control of work. We involved the workforce, that was key. We talked to the guys offshore to make sure that we were developing a tool that everybody could use. We took an objective view of the issue, and we looked at what had worked and hadn't worked in the past. So as I say, this is currently being implemented across the Petrofac organisation. We're also sharing it with our client base and our non-operated assets, our non-duty holder assets. And today is the opportunity to share this with the wider industry. As I said, it's been developed by Mintra. Peter Connor's the main contact there, and I'm sure Peter would be happy to talk to anybody that's interested. So that's really just a quick overview of the control of work. Thank you.